Coming off of the coronavirus issue in Nigeria, Angola has barred Nigerians from coming to their country. Angola has barred nationals of countries with cases of coronavirus disease from visiting anytime soon. Angola's Ministry of Health released a note this week announcing that from yesterday, the 3rd of March, and for preventive reasons, it is forbidden the entrance in Angola of citizens coming into the country directly from China, South Korea, Iran, Italy, Nigeria, Egypt, and Algeria. According to Agencia Angola Press, the document clarifies that all the air transport companies must communicate with their clients about this measure. The note also explains that the airliners that violate this measure will be made responsible for the immediate repatriation of any citizens they have on board and which fall under the said category, meaning coming from any of these countries, Nigeria inclusive. Prince Chilaga.
Wonderful. I mean, this is what we should have done in the first place. And that's why I've been asking the so-called Italian that apparently brought in the coronavirus into Nigeria. Is he a spirit? Nobody knows him. Nobody has talked about his whereabouts. Where, nobody even knows the airline that brought him in. So it's like government is treating the whole thing in secrecy. You don't treat such thing in secrecy. People should know. The only way the people would support a government is if the government is open with communication. But unfortunately, this government has not been open with communication. And that is why you find a lot of fake news flying around.
Exactly.
People are searching for information on their own.
And when they don't get it from the right source, of course, there are machinery in place to always manufacture this kind of stories. But then, what's amazing is the fact that the government kept saying they were prepared, to handle whatever was going to come. And already we knew Italy had a case of coronavirus, and then this man came from Italy and went past our airport. How does that work, really?
Before Pasha, let me ask you a question. When you say the government is prepared, in all of this, what would you point at that the federal government has put in place?
I'm quoting what the government says.
Because the only people I see reacting are state governors, few of them. So it's like I keep saying, the machinery of government that disseminates information is zero. Okay,
Mazi, let me hear you.
Yeah, actually, it's unfortunate that we are expressing this. The Italian that came to Nigeria and he went straight to, I think, Ogun State.
He went to Wako.
Now, and the Ogun State, the hotel they alleged that he stayed has denied that he wasn't there. Now, a senator, I watched him on tele, said he came from, I think he traveled to South Africa last week, and they were given paper containing every information they needed to fill. But when they landed at Abuja, it was a plain sheet, ordinary plain sheet that they were given to wrap or whatever. Then you come to think about it. Look at Angola. Angola here, banning Nigerians. Is that not a slap on our face? What have we done? Are we not supposed to even ban the planes from China, even from
wherever?
But have you done that? The answer is no. Then on Friday, on the other platform, the Commissioner for Information called him. We called him, and what it was announced on Thursday. So we were among the first whatever that brought the Commissioner for Information on air live on Friday. It was giving us all information, how prepared they are. Are they prepared? But my question I asked him was, even though Lagos has taken this precautionary measure, what about Abuja? What about Port Harcourt? What about Kano? Now Angola has placed Nigeria, please don't come to Africa, carry a while ago. That's what it means. And we have not, the giant of Africa, supposed to have taken that step, banning all these people, but they are still sleeping. And like Prince said, it is when you stand up, you will not see about, until when you bend down, you see about. There are more to it. They are making noise. We are prepared. How much prepared are they? Nigerians were not prepared. Everywhere. I went to a hotel somewhere, and they gave me this to clean my hands. And there was that place I went. There was nothing. There was nothing. And we have asked them, even churches, even mosques, create awareness. And it is supposed to be the responsibility of the government
exactly
to go from all these places to create awareness.
Yes, I was in church on Sunday as well. Well, I went to a Catholic church because I was visiting my parents, so I had to go to my father's church. So I you know, because it's been on the news. I think the Archdiocese of Lagos, Archbishop rather, you know, announced that communion should be given on the hand, you know, and all of that. Even sanitizers should be provided in churches. I didn't see any of that. None of that. So which shows that people are not even complying.
They are not complying.
The mood of the country is not even as though there's anything.
Rural areas. Nothing, no awareness.
So I mean, this puts a question.
Last paper is come.
Yeah.
The rat and everything is there. So
this puts a question to maybe there is a Nigerian meaning of being prepared. Maybe we have our own definition of preparedness. Let me ask you, Mr. Shopito.
Excuse me. Well, it has been the state governments that have been actually doing, and in any case, they are the people who are directly involved. The chap went to, well, we don't know through which airport he came, whether it was Lagos or Abuja, but he went to Abeokuta, and the people in Abeokuta were quarantined him and then brought him to the IDH in Lagos here. Lagos has been explaining that they've been prepared for this, and as for the individuals, you know, the Nigerians, I think we are fatalists. We just believe that God will take care of everything. So because I mean, churches are supposed to be in the forefront of this type of thing. Where places of worship, both church and mosque. But if these sophisticated churches don't have this is available, what do you think will happen in the villages too? So
how about even schools, children?
Well, I know that there's a particular school I was talking. I had the announcement where there was, I think in one of the states, it was being announced that schools should provide this
sanitizers.
But who is checking to see that there's, you know,
it's one thing to implement it. And who is sure that even when the state or the state government makes provision for the whatever, will it get to the people that needs it? Because you see, corruption is like leprosy. Until you dig ground and bury corruption in Nigeria, it will not have a sign of life. Now it is important that the school you mentioned, the primary schools are there, the secondary schools are there, the tertiary school institutions are there. How much prepared are they?
Exactly. How prepared are we?
You see, the thing is this: we need to always sit down here and tell ourselves the truth. And by saying the truth, that's the only way government and the people who listen will take precautions. The problem we have is that Nigerians have become too money conscious. Whatever a Nigerian is doing that he's not making money out of it, nobody does it. So I think, I will say this without fear or favor, that everybody making noise about at the government level, we are prepared, we are not prepared, we are prepared, we are not prepared, is all about how much money they want to make out of their money that has been budgeted for this program. So it's not about the Nigerian people. Until our leaders begin to think of us, the people, as having value, things will not get better.
All right. Well, over 89,000 people have been infected by the coronavirus globally. That is as at Monday, yesterday. And the majority, of course, is in mainland China, which is the epicenter of the disease. Outside of China, the coronavirus has spread to 66 countries, Nigeria inclusive, with more than 8,000 cases. Now, the coronavirus has so far killed over 3,000 people on a global scale. Please, we are begging, the federal government of Nigeria, let us see, things being done. Action. Thank you for that. This is action. Okay, not until Nigerians start to die from this before we now begin to react. Let us be proactive in this regard.
This is when we need the National Orientation Agency to come out and work. Exactly. I don't know what we're doing with that body. If they're not working,
is it alive?
Yes, they are.
They should scrap it because those people collect salaries at the end of the month
and then
taxpayers' money and they're not delivering.
Okay.